What's up, guys? Dog here, and this is episode 2 to my serious topics, episode 1. This is my first gameplay on Black Ops also. Like I said in the other video, I just started playing this game, and it's been lots of fun. And this is actually my second game ever trying out the, I think it's called PTRS, or maybe, I'm not even sure. But it's definitely a 6 sniper, and I like it a lot, so I'm definitely playing this game a lot more. Anyway, on to the serious topics. So, at that point, I had realized that she was, an alcoholic, and the way she treated me wasn't because she hated me. It was just because the amount of alcohol she was consuming, and she just couldn't control herself. Like an example of this was one night my family got back from dinner, my dad, my mom, and myself, and we get out of the truck to go to my house. I get out, my dad gets out, she gets out, and she just falls onto the ground. And this was the first time I ever realized my mom was a drinker, because she was just plain drunk. She just fell straight down out of the truck, and I was scared. I had no idea what was going on. My dad ran inside, grabbed all the alcohol out of the cabinets and stuff, and just poured it all down the drains, and was yelling at my mom, and then everyone started crying and stuff, and it was crazy. And so on to the time when my dad called me. This is September of 2010. I think September 10th was the exact day. I try to forget it most of the time, but apparently I didn't know it, but my mom was like going back and forth between a couple like assisted living places. I didn't really know any of this. I thought she was just at the hospital, but she was going through a couple assisted living places, like places with old people. But she wasn't old. She was 47, and so it was odd to me when my dad told me that, and I was so confused beyond belief, like why she would be an old people's home. So then my dad gets to the AT&T store with me. I don't have time to go. I don't have my phone or nothing now. Cause when he called me, my phone, it vibrated still, but the screen wouldn't work, so I was able to hit the call button and answer him. But he gets there, picks me up, get in the truck. He's like, we'll go out to lunch in a little bit, but first we're gonna head to the hospital. And I'm like, why are we going to the hospital? And he said, Mom was taken there from the assisted living home, and so I was confused as heck as to what was going on. And then my dad got a call from a cousin of mine, Melanie. And this was when we're in the truck, and he's talking to her like, yeah, everyone's gonna meet at the hospital and stuff. And so I'm getting real worried, like, what the crap's going on here? This doesn't make any sense to me. And we end up getting to the hospital. My dad asks, hey, where's Leslie at? So they give us a room. We go up the elevator, and we talk to the people, and they say, oh, she got moved to this room. So then we go back down the stairs, or back down the elevator, and ask another guy, and he's like, oh, well, she is back up there. So we go back up there, and we sit down, and it was I forget what the room was called, but it was something weird, something real weird. And the guy's like, only 2 people can go back at a time. And so my dad goes back, then he comes back. I still don't even know what's going on. Then my entire, like, 8 of my family members show up: my cousins, my mom's sisters, my mom's dad, and I knew something serious was up, but no one would tell me. Like, I asked people, no one would tell me what was happening. And then my dad comes back out, and he sits down with me, and he's like, Philip, your mom's back in the room right now. She's on life support. Her liver's shutting down, and there's nothing they can do. And I still didn't understand it. I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck is that? And so I start sitting there just thinking. Then I start crying, and it was still, even when I was sitting there crying, I still didn't. I still to this day don't even understand what happened. Everyone, I start kicking and punching the walls and stuff. Just staying there screaming in the hospital, because I was so oblivious to the fact of what had been going on in the past couple months. And a couple of my relatives went back there to see her. Then they came back, and Melanie said to me, Philip, would you like to go back and see your mom? And I still didn't realize the seriousness of what was happening. And she said, but then she said one sentence to me, and when she said that, it made me understand everything that was going on. She said to me, if you go back there, when you see your mom, don't remember how she looks now, just remember how she loved you. And I just started crying again, I didn't understand what that meant. And I'm like, well, I want to see her. So we go back there, and Sometimes I wish I hadn't done it. Sometimes I think it was the right decision. I'm still confused about everything. But we go back there, me, my dad, and Melanie, or me and my dad, because it was only two people at a time. We go back, and my mom's like in this like hospital bed thing, and she's got tubes up her nose, down her throat, in her arms, and she's on one of those machines, like a life support machine, like you wouldn't, you know, like serious thing like from movies and stuff. And she's conscious, but she can't talk, she can't open her eyes, she can't move. So I'm just standing there crying, talking to her and stuff, and I I was just like so, like I keep saying, just confused. And I stood there for a good 5 minutes just crying, and then we left, and we all went and sat in this like almost like a conference room type of thing, and we sat there, and no one was really talking. Melanie ended up calling my British cousin Paula, who got on the phone and started talking to me and stuff, and then a doctor comes in and he's like, would you guys like, when should we take her off life support? And my dad told him, and then they took her off life support, and she passed away. And when that happened, I still didn't even understand it, and I still to this day don't. My next episode, I'll finish this. Thank you guys for watching. It's been DTreats.